So I'm going to talk about the lures I bought at the Madison Fishing Expo. As you can see, I got a tangle of the lures I bought because they just put them in plastic bags. High record reelers. So here's one bait. This was used. Hey, that murder. Here's a suic, and it's orange. It's a fire tiger colored suic, and you bend this, and it's a jerk bait for musky fishing. Hi Ninja, hi Nuke Kid, and you jerk this in, and it actions down in the weeds, and you use this to pull through the weeds for muskies and ones. I only paid $6 for this, so it's used, but it will still work well. I also got this Joe Booker Depth Raider, which is another musky fishing crankbait. When this is a jointed one, you just cast it or twitch it and reel it down into the weeds. And this is actually a small one. It's only a 6-inch version. There could be a bigger version you use. They make these up to a foot long to use for musky fishing. And this is a good bait for trolling or casting. Then I got this bait from Rubber Hairy Tackle, which I didn't actually look at. It was used for cheap, and it's another plastic bait, like a big swim bait like this. And you just twitch this or glide this for musky fishing. Hey Fin Fishing, how are you doing? And this is from Rubber Hairy Tackle, which is in Green Bay, Wisconsin. This feels like it's pretty good plastic. I also got this Herky Jerky, which is a glide bait. I'm doing fine. I just bought a bunch of fishing stuff. And this is a glide bait for musky. It works good well in the springs, and it darts back and forth like this in the water. And this is a fire tiger color. I don't really want to take it out of the case though. But this bait works really well in the spring during early season musky fishing. Then I bought this Selmo crankbait for trolling for muskies and trout in the Great Lakes. And this is a trolling bait for walleyes or trout. And you can catch bass and pike on it too. And it is a purple fluo Salmo. We'll see how this actions. Then I got this zip lure for walleye fishing. And you just like vertically jig it over the side of your boat. Then I got this vicious crankbait for trolling with, that you just hook on your line and troll with, or you can cast it. I also got these really cheap crankbaits that were 3 for $5. You've seen, you would like to try a whopper flopper like bass in Texas? Last year I caught a lot of big bass on glide baits like the size of these. And I've caught them on musky butt jerk baits like this suic here also. And this other glide bait I'm going to get out. And I got this crankbait too. These were 3 for $5. These are some Henja crankbaits. We'll see how they action. Like I got one which was an orange and jointed. I got this one that was like a rainbow color. Then I got another like fire tiger colored one. And then they had these knockoff versions of Musky Innovation Bulldogs this one place had, which I had to try some out. So like here's one that's like a bulldog. This cat does jealous of the live feed and the lures. And this is like a knockoff bulldog. This is only $6. We'll see how this works. Hopefully it'll last more than one muskie or pike, but this color should work. It should look like a shad. And then I got one of these that's like orange and black color. And this is pretty good size. This is sort of like a knockoff version of a Medusa. This plastic feels really tough. I'll probably do a review of these baits in the summertime once I've used these some and seen how they work. Yeah, thanks Big Man Outdoors. Then I got this bait like a Poseidon that's like a giant swim bait for musky fishing. You probably just reel this over the top of weeds and fish it. And like this, you like cast out and can reel in, or you can jerk it. I'm making you want to go live. I just did this because I don't feel like editing right now, and this is the easiest way for me to upload something today. And so these are the musky baits I got. I think I got 2 more musky baits. I'm not seeing... Oh, they're down here. Then I got this Musky Mania Jake, which is like a big jerk bait style twitch bait, and this is like a maybe a bass color. I don't know exactly what color this is. This is almost like, looks like it's a smallmouth bait. I was at the Madison Fishing Expo where I got all this gear at. So I'm just going through what I got. Yeah, it's nice when you don't do any editing. I'm getting sick of it because I've uploaded way too many videos lately. Then I got this walleye diver, which is like a white and chartreuse, white and orange color for trolling with. And I also got this walleye diver that's like this white or like Wonder Bread color for trolling. I don't think I'm going to be going to the Milwaukee Sports Show. And then I got this... No, I'm not... Then I got this phantom bait, which is not a soft tail, but I really like this clown-like color. I think it will work very well. And then there was this one booth, which we were kind of being silly, but they had... You could fill this bag up with plastics and buy it for $1. So I got like all these assorted bass plastics. Like there's some flukes, there's some creature baits, there's some salamanders, and there's just some stick worms, and there's just a whole, some curly tail plastics. There's just a whole assortment of bass plastics in here. So I got plenty of bass plastics. As you can see right in here, there's just a whole variety of bass plastics that I got. So I got quite a variety of baits, and I just bought these because they're in... You like soft plastics fin fishing? I know a lot of bass fishermen like them. I'm curious how these will work. They're only $1, so you can't go wrong with them. If you catch one fish on them, they're definitely worthwhile buying. But when I bass fish, I use soft plastics. But like for other fish species, I don't necessarily use soft plastics. Like I'll use curly tail grubs for walleye fishing, or like minnow-like baits, like mini versions of these fluke baits. And I use these big like Poseidon and swim bait type baits for musky fishing. So I have some plastics, but this is what I bought. I just figured I'd share a video on what I bought here, just to give a picture of some of the baits that I have. And it costs like $10 to get into the show, and like $7 for parking though. And you could have went to sessions where different people were speaking, but I didn't go to them. So, yeah, so that's what I'm up to. Tomorrow I'm going to go fish in a fishery. Hopefully we'll do well. This is on a lake that just has a lot of little tiny bluegills in it, so we'll see what happens. But hopefully we get something decent. I guess we'll find out when we go tomorrow, though. Yeah, I left stuff for you. There's a lot of stuff there. No, I've never went to Battle on the Bago. But that sounds like a fun fishery. I've only done 2 of them this year. I did one on Crystal Lake, which is by where I live, and I did a fishery. I'm doing a fishery tomorrow on a slough by our cabin, which I don't know how it's going to go. And the fish, like last season, I won the fishery at Crystal Lake in the panfish categories because I was able to... I'm fishing on Goofy's Slough. It's by the Wisconsin River in Spring Green. That stinks that you've been sick all week. Good luck, Badger Farm Girl. I went out for a little while last night and I caught about a dozen bluegills, but I was on Monona Bay. There was still about 20 inches of ice there though. This one spot on Tuesday where I went to for a little while on Lake Mendota though, like, it was really sketchy getting on the ice and the edge was really starting to melt away there. Yeah, hopefully we get something decent. Well, it should be fun no matter what. And I'm fishing with my dad, so it should be a fun time. This cat, like, always needs to be the center of attention, so he's trying to get in and look at the lures. He's a silly boy. Yeah, you're right, Badger Farm Girl. I just like being outside and just getting away from my computer and just being able to relax outside and spend time outside. And that's what I enjoy to do. So, like, whether I fish all day and catch no fish or if I catch 20 fish, it's still fun to just get out and enjoy being outside. So I got some more musky baits and some baits for trolling, which I'm excited to try out. Pretty soon I'm going to be trolling on the Milwaukee Harbor and hopefully catch some big brown trouts. I really want to catch a brown trout that's bigger than 20 pounds. Like last year, the biggest one we probably caught was like 6 or 8 pounds down there. Hi, Patsy Houlihan. But it's really fun there because I don't think you're going to catch a brown trout bigger than like 6 or 8 pounds. It's anywhere except in the Great Lakes around here. Yeah, it will be awesome when we catch them. Like in the wintertime, people can catch them on streamers and different flies up in the creeks too because they swim up into the creeks. Like my one buddy caught some that were like 15 or 20 pounds on some streamers in one of the tributaries to Lake Michigan. But I think I'm in the process of making dinner and I just wanted to share what lures I had got to show people what type of lures I'm going to be using. And so I think I'm Port Washington all winter long. I was going out of Port Washington last year for coho. And we caught some steelhead and king there too, but it stays open there because the power plant's there. So you can always catch a few if you're there at the right time. The little browns taste pretty good too if you want to smoke them up. I haven't been down there since December though. Thanks for stopping in, Big Man Outdoors. I really appreciate everyone who stopped in. I just was going to go through the baits that I got and just say what I had purchased. I think I'm out and I'll post some video probably on Sunday that you guys can watch. So you all have a nice night and have a safe weekend and have fun fishing this weekend. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good night, everyone.